Cool. And really, I just need your first and last name to get going.
Dakota Sexton.
Dakota Sexton. And I always stand next to them like this so that they can like read it to make sure I don't catch any errors. And it helps them like already know what I'm going to ask for because I kind of float over here. Say, okay, Dakota Sexton, and a good phone number to send everything to.
Just a random phone number.
I always give a reason why I'm asking for the thing. So I always say, cool, and then was there a good number to remind you when we're coming out? And they're like, okay, and what did you want me to email everything to? I don't ask for their email. I say, what's a good email to send everything to? And like, okay. Then I put the auto address button, and they're like, okay. And then I say, cool. And then were there anything specific on here that you've been noticing that you wanted me to go ahead and address? And I'll hand that to them.
Just like, and just be like scorpions.
And while they are talking about that, I'll be like, okay, I'll go ahead and adjust this pricing to like the $250. Better yet thing to do is already have this part done before you knock on the door. And then you're just collecting this, and then you can kind of skip that step and you're not doing it while you're talking to them, trying to like, you know. So you already put the $350, you put the $100 discount, brings it to the $250, the pricing that's on that sheet. Every other month it's $99. So every other month, $250, $99. Boom, done. Then what I do, you just go right across the top here, you know. And so what you do is you get that information, and then you say, cool. And then we like to make your life as easy as possible. So after the services are done, we'll just apply them to whatever you want, like a Visa or MasterCard. Which one did you want to go with?
Visa.
Cool. Did you know that number, or did you need to go grab it?
Know it.
Okay. And you can spit it off. Most time they're gonna say, oh, I don't know it. Let me go grab it. So that's why you ask it that way. Do you know that, or do you need to go grab it? And they say, I need to go grab it. So then they grab it and they give it to you. And then they'll give it to you. I'll put it right here. And I'm like, so have you guys been living around here for long?
Yeah.
Cool. Are you guys like from the area then, or are you just like kind of moving from California or something like?
From the area.
Oh yeah. It's an amazing neighborhood. I really like this neighborhood. Everybody's been super nice, that's for sure. And so it'll say success if it goes through successful. But I ask those questions typically, and then they give me those responses.
Just something for the
while I fill it out.
awkward silence.
Do that, and then I'll move to this next, and you just go across the top like that, you know. I'll go here, generate. Like, okay, I just wanted to make sure, this is the important part. This is how you run through this really smooth. There's certain words that I say, so listen to this. Cool, I just want to make sure that everything looked correct here. So here's my information. Did all of your information look correct up here?
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to be covering all of these bugs for you, you know, taking care of everything, putting in a warranty. One of the most important things that I'm going to do for you is break the egg cycle. So as you'll see here, I do need to come back within 30 days to do your first regular treatment, because that first one's going to get rid of about 90% of the adults. Then I'll come back to get rid of the eggs that are hatching and everything. And then you'll just see me on that 60-day cycle. If you do need me to come back in between any services, the best part though is it's completely free. So just let me know. You know, like that pricing sheet showed, we're doing promotional pricing. So rather than $350, we're giving that $100 off. So just be that $250 plus, you know, a little bit of tax there. And then that's just your price going forward. Yeah, and so pretty much the main thing is that this isn't doing like, you know, termites or wildlife and stuff. And we do recommend at least doing that, you know, 1 year cycle just so we can get rid of all the bugs. Just some other, you know, normal stuff. Just needed a couple initials and then an autograph at the bottom.
So it'd be like, you know, just like that, and then there you go.
And then you just do squiggle and squiggle box.
And a squiggle.
Yep, looks like a squiggle to me. You hit save, and then you'd hit sign agreement.
Okay, awesome. So
I'm not gonna hit it because I would actually save it and
Oh, no.
enter it into the system and stuff.
Oh no. Don't want that happening.
Well, I'm just gonna show you for learning purposes. So sign agreement. So it says you cannot make a customer as auto pay without providing a valid payment method. So like, because we didn't provide one, it's on auto pay. Up here it shows like method, auto pay. It says no, so it reverted it, but I mean, you'd want it to be on auto pay. But anyways, so I think we did. I think it did. No, it didn't sign. So yeah, you'd go, and you'd squiggle it, and you'd hit save, and then you'd hit sign agreement. It's gonna say sign agreement. Oh, so the reason it said that, and this is good for training, is because there's not a valid email address. That's why I said contact the office, is because there's not an email address there. And what's your email address?
Dakota Sexton 976 at gmail.com.
Because you're gonna get an email here, so you can see what it looks like on their side of things.
Maybe that.
And I'm gonna erase it out of the system in a second here, so it won't even matter. But just so you know what it looks like on their side. Congratulations. And they'll be like, cool, so that's gonna get emailed to you. It's gonna ding your phone here in a second. And then, like we said, we were looking at Monday. Today's all booked up. We were looking at Monday. I clicked up there to pull up the total map area. So Monday, we were looking at, we had Tyler DeRosa out here for you. So we have some spots in the morning. And that's about it. We just got these 2 more spots left. It's 8 a.m. and then it's 9 a.m., which would work for you.
8.
So you, I don't want to do this, whatever. So you click there and it would pull up like this. Name, that map code. You want to put the city you're in. So you would do like Lake Dallas, because that helps them with scheduling to be able to see it. So you put Lake Dallas. Yeah, pest. This is where you put like the bugs. Okay, and then were there any like special bugs? You said that you were seeing scorpions. So this is where you really kind of hammer back in like the reasoning to do it. Right at the end when they're like, you know, you want to rehammer. Okay, so you said you were getting scorpions in the garage. And just to communicate to the tech, because the tech is going to see these scorpions in the garage, you know, treat inside. And then you could, you could do this. You could do like, okay, so you wanted to do these and some like aphids. You want to get some bats, some beavers, you know, like bear spot, stuff like that. some broadleaf weeds. You wanted to get some of those, okay. And then you're gonna hit schedule agreement, and then it's gonna say congratulations, and you just schedule that appointment. So what that's gonna look like, then that's gonna show you up on then you're gonna show up on the sales board. Oh, we're logging the mine. Okay, well, I'm gonna show up on the sales board. But you can see behind the brick and stuff. We might need to go take one with your hat on. Maybe, I don't know, it doesn't matter. So that's pretty much how you sign somebody up. And then I always say, okay, you'll kind of see here, it's all scheduled and everything. If they want to reschedule, you can click there. If they want to cancel, you can click there. I'm going to hit cancel. I'm going to say test training. I'm going to confirm cancel. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here. I'm going to go remove customer. So that's how I sign up a customer.
Awesome.